So again, in the first one here, the first example that is, right, we're using synthetic division on all of them. All right, not so bad. So as you can see here, right, we have x minus 4. So I put the 4 over here, okay? Then the leading coefficients, right? I just put the coefficients, excuse me, I put in here, right? Every term is in, there's no missing term, so we don't have to use 0 at all. Okay, that's good. So what did we do? 4, right? Let me, oh, the 1, I came down here. Did I make a mistake? Yes, I did. That 1 came down here. Yeah, that's not right. I think I made a mistake here. Let me just fix this. Wait. Hold on. Well, how did I miss that? We'll come back to that. Let me go to the next one then. All right, let's do this one instead. The first one I'll fix shortly. Let me do this one first. So for the first one, I made a mistake. I'm sorry about that. For this one, okay, we have here, as you can see, okay, this thing would load. So we have here, again, coefficients are listed, as you can see. We do have a 0, right, because there's no x to the 4 term. So I'm using 0 as a placeholder. And we have x minus 6 we're dividing by. So this 1, I'm going to bring down, okay? And we have 6 times, wait, let me get the laser thing. And we have 6 times 1, right? That's going to be 6. 0 plus 6 is 6, right? Then we have 6 times 6 is 36. 36 and negative 4, well, that's the same thing as just when you add, you just get 32. Now you multiply 6 with 32, right? That turns out to be 192. You add them up, you get 194. I know the numbers are getting big, I understand. 6 times 194, you know, this is where a calculator comes into play. You end up with this number. That's great. Add these up, you get 1,168. 6 times this, that turns out to be this number, 7,008. Okay. Then you add, you get 7,015. Good. That's good. So we know what our quotient and remainder are, right? The quotient Q of x is 1 degree less, so now it's down to 4. Okay? I just did the calculation with my calculator just to double check. So it's 1 degree less, so it's down to 4. That's the quotient's degree 4. These are the coefficients: x to the 4, 6x cubed, 32x squared, 194x, 1,168. This is our remainder. And so what I did was I just wrote this out. Basically, this, as you can see, was our original f. And we get this. You know, here's our quotient, here's our remainder. Notice, of course, this tells us that x minus 6 is not a factor of this polynomial. Okay, let's do the next one. So the next one was this one. Let me just check something. Okay. Sure, I didn't make a mistake there, but I don't think I did. Okay, so this is our next one, right? So we have 3x cubed minus 4x squared plus 9x plus 10. We have x minus 8. Same idea, right? Here, all the terms are accounted for, so we just list the coefficients. 8 goes here. 3 comes down. So 8 times 3 is 24. You know, you have 24 minus plus negative 4 is 20. 8 times 20 is 160. And then you add that to negative 9, you get 151. And, you know, so on and so forth. Same idea. 8 times 151, that's 1,208. Add it to 10, you get this. You know, same old stuff. I think in the first example, I made a calculation error, so that's why I wanted to skip it. But not the one I just did, but the first one I was going to do, I mean. We have this example, and then finally we have this. Now this one's a little bit different because you're missing a few terms, right? You're missing the x squared, the x term you're missing. That's where these zeros come from. And notice also I'm using -1 for this coefficient. Here we have x minus 1. Well, this one, we drop the negative sign, so to say. So this one comes down. So 1 times 1 is 1, plus 1 is 1, so on and so forth. And we end up with this. I mean, you kind of knew right away that r should be 0, because if you take this and replace x by 1, you're going to get 0. So we have that. Okay. Let me just see something. I just want to see something with the first example here. 1, 4 times 1 is 4. Yeah, yeah, these numbers are wrong. I don't know. I think what I did was I had 4 over here, which is why it went wrong. So yeah, this is no, it's not. Okay. Sorry about that. I'll have to look at that. I don't want to spend too much time on that because it's not right. I'll fix that up, and I guess we'll stop. We're almost out of time anyway. We have like 10 seconds left. All right. Anyway, so I guess we'll stop here. I will post the test today, and when I do, I'll let you know.